All right, we're at Animal Kingdom today. What are you hoping to see?
I'm not really sure.
You're not sure what you want to see?
I haven't been here a long time. I forget what's here.
We're gonna do the safari, and
I want to do the Avatar ride.
we'll do the Avatar ride, and we'll try to do
the flying one.
Flights of Passage.
One. Yeah.
That could be hard. And we'll try to do dinosaur.
Sure.
It's fun to be a bug.
No.
All right. Yeah, I'll take a Starbucks today. Animal Kingdom time. Yeah. We're at Animal Kingdom. Ready, Logan?
What?
Animal Kingdom time. I think today's video will all just be the music. Seems like the best way. And maybe we'll chat once in a while. I don't know. Because I'll just show off a lot of animals. Kilimanjaro Safari.
Yeah, and I have,
You got binoculars?
yeah.
And we're gonna see lots of animals? Alright.
You can see what kind of animals we can find. They're timid and shy, might not get very close to us at first.
Yeah,
But I already see an okapi out to the right, up on top of the hill. White striped legs and a velvety red-brown coat. Now don't let the okapi's stripes fool you. Turns out the okapi is the only known living relative to the giraffe and is such a shy creature, such a rare animal that while locals had known about it for many generations, Western world had no idea it really existed till 1901. Before that year, any mention of the creature was dismissed as pure myth. Now ahead of us, out to our left here, is a small pond. We call this a watering hole. Great place for animals to gather and drink water. A lot of birds like to go fishing here. So we're going to try and find plenty of these little ponds throughout our safari today. Now ahead of us, out to the right, I see a saddle-billed stork. Black and white feathered bird with long orange bill. Easily 5 feet tall and very quiet. They only communicate by rattling their bills. They only do so when there are other storks in the area that they want to communicate with. Now ahead of us, coming up on our left, we're getting to see some bongo and some greater kudu. The bongo are the copper-colored antelope, called the ghosts of the forest because of how rare they are. They're mainly nocturnal, so seeing them awake right now is pretty exciting. Nocturnal animals are generally much more active at night. The light tan antelope back there are the greater kudu. They're a little bit taller than the bongo, a little bit lighter. But we are moving along toward the Safi River Valley. Safi River is home to an entire bloat of hippopotamus, and any habitat that can support the hippo can also support pelicans, cormorants, and crocodiles. So keep your eyes out for those as well. Especially hippos. They can be a little tricky to see. They spend a lot of their day in and under the water to stay cool. Now it looks like there's a couple back to our right there, almost behind us. Very glad we got to see them back there, but hopefully we'll find a few more just up ahead of us. Now I see some more hippos a bit further upriver. I also see some pink-backed pelicans here. Smallest pelican species and the only ones known to make nests in trees. That's why, even though these trees have been broken apart for quite some time, the pelicans still enjoy making their nests there.
Ooh, there's a hippo. I can't see anything.
That's actually because of these hippos that other
I see
animals
'em
can
right
live
here,
here in the
right?
river.
See him?
Oh, just make sure you're fully seated back there for your safety.
Oh yeah, nobody behind.
Hippos eat lots of vegetation. They'll return to the water, leave their droppings all over the place. This attracts bugs and fish, which are eaten by birds and other animals. So it creates an entire ecosystem just because the hippos decided they wanted to sleep here. Also see some Nile crocodiles down to the left. They grow 15 to 20 feet in length. Live to be about 45 years old in the wild, and in captivity they can live to be over 85 years old. So these crocodiles might be swimming the Safi River for the better part of a century. Now we're leaving the Safi River behind us. I'm going to take you out toward the savannah. The wide open plains are home to a large variety of animals like elephants and giraffe and other large migratory herds like wildebeest, antelope, and zebra. Our wardens also reported seeing an increase in predator activity along this section of the reserve, most notably the painted dog, also called the African wild dog or the painted wolf. So if we're lucky, you might find a few of those predators prowling about the plains. Now coming up on our right is a baobab tree. They live for thousands of years and store many thousands of gallons of water in that massive trunk. They also remain leafless most of the year.
What is it for? Those like
It's so that animals don't cross there.
why? Why won't they?
Here we are approaching the Serengeti grasslands. They stretch for hundreds of miles and are home to millions of animals that travel across these plains every year. This right here is the wild Africa we're trying very hard to conserve. Truly one of the last wild places left on Earth. Now out to our right, seeing a couple of Hartman's mountain zebra. They're the least territorial zebra species. While other zebra might bite, bully, and kick animals to make them leave their territories, these ones here really don't care too much. Now out to our left, up on the rocky den there, I see some spotted hyenas. They're lying down.
I can hold this.
Now a lot of people get the wrong idea about the hyena. They think of them as stupid mangy poachers, but that's just not true. They're actually very successful predators, and they have a very strong bite. They work well as family groups, and they live in a matriarchal kind of group, where the females are in charge. Even the lowest ranking female outranks the highest ranking male.
Just like in Lion King, the girl.
Shenzi?
Yeah, Shenzi's in charge of Bonsai and
See them?
So I'm very glad we get to see them out in the open, just kind of enjoying some sunlight up there.
So bright. It's moving.
It's funny because while they might look very dog-like or very cat-like, depending on the light, they're actually not related to either. They're in their own families, in their family group. They're only related to other hyenas and the aardwolf. Now here on our left, we're seeing some more zebra and some sable antelope back there. Sable antelope are fiercely protective of their families and will drive away predators as large as lions from their homes. Then we see some wildebeest here on the left and out to the right. Wildebeest are part of some of the largest migrating herds in Africa. Their herds have been known to number in the millions.
Oh, I've seen a cattle all the way up there.
I can't really see it. Okay, now
Now elephants have amazing trunks. Their trunk has over 40,000 muscles in it, strong enough to uproot small trees and gentle enough to pick up things like potato chips without breaking them.
Really like right there.
Very glad to get a close view of them, but I can't stop too close to the giraffe, only because, well, I don't want them to stick their face in the truck. It's not safe for them, it's also not fun for us. They have tongues that grow 13 to 18 inches in length, and that's a lot of saliva.
Let's go try that one.
Is this all script, Mom?
Let's almost try that fever.
I know, I was thinking about it.
That makes it wagon.
Taking a train.
Yeah, that makes it wagon.
Over here on our left, we're getting to see some greater flamingos, some of the biggest flamingos in the world. You see them with their neck on their back and a leg up in the air. That really is how they sleep. See them with their face in the water, upside down, bobbing back and forth. That's how they filter feed for the shrimp they eat. And a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. So we're looking at a fluffy-feathered flamboyance of fabulous flamingos.
Yeah, you found them?
The ostrich can run a good 40 miles an hour, so a bit slower than the cheetah. It can run 60 miles an hour or faster. The cheetahs would never think to chase the ostrich. Ostrich are much too large. Looks like they're just cuddling together up there.
I see it like sleeping. I see one. It's up on the hill.
Ah, there he is, out to the left. And then out to our right, there's the rhinos again.
It's a deer.
There's the lion.
Now, the lion can run a good 35 miles an hour, leap over 20 feet with a running start, and the lion's roar can be heard from over 5 miles away. That being said, they're going to do their best to avoid rhinos. So the rhinos can also run 35 miles an hour, and they have 2 sharp horns on their nose. The lions also require about 20 hours a day of inactivity. Not necessarily 20 hours of sleep, just 20 hours of this. One last look at the rhinos on the right. If you look very closely, you'll see there's 2 babies, one over here in the open, a little over a year old. And then there's a baby back over by mom there, sleeping by the bushes.
ostrich eggs.
Yeah, see the ostrich eggs?
Man, that's like the best playground for goats I've ever seen.
Some people see us raising these adorable, very energetic goats so close to wild animals like the lion and the rhino, and they find it a little odd, a little jarring. But this is actually a very common sight, not only here but around the world. We humans and our domesticated friends are living closer and closer to wild animals every single day. In fact, you might remember a time you got to see some wild animals close to your own homes, like birds or critters or maybe even larger animals, depending on where you live.